Thank you. Justice Thomas? Justice Alito?
What will be left of Smith if we rule in your favor? Suppose that a state sex offender law provided that the sentencing judge would determine how long an offender needed to register. Or suppose that the state could summarily revoke probation if a defendant failed to maintain his registration. Would that mean that the sex offender law would be penal?
Not necessarily, Your Honor. We don't think there's any inconsistency between a holding in our favor here and Smith. In Smith, the requirement to register as a sex offender was not imposed as part of the sentence. The legislature used the sentencing process simply to notify the offender of the need to register, but it was not imposed as a punishment. There is a distinction between the sentence itself and conditions of release or probation. Those are conditions on the sentence, but are not the sentence itself. So we don't think that a condition of release, such as the obligation to register as a sex offender, would necessarily amount to criminal punishment in the same way that conditions of imprisonment, like cell phone restrictions, are not themselves punishment.
Would you say that the primary function of restitution under this statute, the statute you would like us to apply, is penal or civil?
We think
the primary function is the primary function to punish, or is the primary function to provide compensation to make victims whole to the extent possible? Which is primary?
The court in Paroline said the primary purpose is compensation, but we think the penal purpose here is just as important and primary, I would say, as the compensatory purpose.
Justice Sotomayor?
Under